Is the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury press conferences just a gimmick? Well, we're seeing a lot of bad trash talking and a lot of pushing and shoving and a lot of big talk, but behind the scenes they seem to be getting along very, very well, as we saw a picture released of them two sitting on a couch together, and they didn't seem to be getting on too badly and they were laughing and joking, so maybe they're just doing this to sell tickets. Is the whole fight a gimmick? No, they're both fighters. They have proved this in the past. Deontay Wilder is the WBC champion, and Tyson Fury is the lineal champion and defeated the man who beat the man, Vladimir Klitschko. So the fight itself is no gimmick. There's no faking that. They actually are going to fight, and they're going to put all their effort into it, into training and the fight itself. But these press conferences are not staged, but they are hyping them up and making them something they're not really. I mean, they're saying a lot of things. There's a lot of trash talk going backwards and forwards. And a lot of it, I don't think they really mean. They're just saying, Tyson Fury says "dosser" all the time. That's all he keeps saying repetitively. And it's getting quite boring now. And there was one press conference, I think it was the first one in London, where they both stood up and Tyson Fury asked Deontay Wilder to punch him because he wanted to see the power and feel the power. They both stood up, engaged each other, but they didn't do anything at all. They just stood there until security came, and that's when Deontay Wilder pushed him. He just waited for the security to come. So it's obviously just all for show, these press conferences, and they do seem quite cringy in places. I know they don't mention him by name, but Anthony Joshua is the elephant in the room. They keep mentioning the other guy, the other fighter. There's 3 best heavyweights in the world, and 2 of them are going to fight to be number 1, and the other guy didn't want to fight. This is kind of... It seems like they're trying to make Joshua look bad in that he didn't want to fight, and the deal wasn't reached, so there's no reason why they should be mentioning him. I mean, he could have fought Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder could have fought him. We don't really know. We'll never really know what happened in those negotiations. One side of the coin says this, the other side of the coin says that. We'll never know. The fight wasn't made. We have this fight. I don't see why they are mentioning him, or I know they're not mentioning him by name, but they are referring to him when they say the other guy, the guy with the other belts, the other world champion. They need to just leave him alone and focus on what they can do. It's like they can't sell the fight without referring to him at all. That's just all they keep doing, is saying the other guy. And I know they don't say Anthony Joshua, and when Tyson Fury was asked about it, he said no comment. He would not mention Anthony Joshua, but they are saying it enough in the press conference. Maybe that is coming from mostly Shelley Finkel's side. Shelley Finkel obviously has it in for Eddie Hearn. He doesn't like him very much at all, and probably doesn't like Barry Hearn at all anymore either. But, I mean, this does seem like a kind of a showcase of how Anthony Joshua didn't want to fight because they have the platform to do so, and they think they can reach the wide masses and say now that Anthony Joshua was one who didn't want to fight. But maybe that's not the case. We'll never know. I mean, you can take what you want from each side of the story and have your own opinion, but we don't really know who actually was the reason why this fight wasn't made. But anyway, what do you guys think? Is this fight promotion just a gimmick, or is it real? Are you looking forward to the fight? Do you think that they are just mentioning or referring to Anthony Joshua to try and sell more tickets? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please also like, share and subscribe to the channel Crunch Boxing and Sport.